Spirituality is a term which has been normally misunderstood by the people as a separate entity away from our normal life. God is separate, I am separate, church is separate, my home is separate. And that keeps us away from the God even in our thought. Any religion says is God is all pervading. God is love. That's what any religion says. And love is not in one particular personality, it's just all pervading. Only it is my ignorance not to experience that all pervading energy. And this drives us to a difficult situation where, I'm sorry to say this, but normally people, we take spirituality as an escape shelter from the reality. When I have a problem, close my eyes, meditate. It's good, but if it is working, then after I open my eyes, when I see my wife, when I see my husband, when I see my child, I need to maintain the same peace, same love. Is it happening? We need to ask questions. I'm not posing the questions to anyone. Is it happening? If it is happening, excellent. Your system is working. My system is working. If not, I'm not saying leave the meditation. No, something else needs to be added. It's like Lee gave me some, what do you call it? Burrito or burrito? Burrito. And if I don't taste it properly, if something is missing, that means something's to add it to that. I cannot leave the dish as it is saying, oh, it's not working. In the same way, it's life. Life is a burrito. It's a mixture of everything. It's a mixture of everything. Meditation is a part of life. It's not the life. Essentially, spirituality is a lifestyle. Lifestyle 24/7, 365 days, as long as you're breathing in. This lifestyle is divided into 3 actions: thought, word, and action. In these 3 modules, how you behave, how you succeed, you evaluate. Nobody is there to evaluate. They say God is within, God is outside. Well, outside, I may not be able to realize, but at least I can experience God inside. How can I experience? If I like a film hero, I try to dress up like him. I mean, in India, I don't know about here. In India, we like all the film heroes. And then the hairstyle changes, the dressing style changes, walking style changes, and even if you take a glass of water, like stylish. So you imitate, and slowly, one day, you feel that hero inside you. That is where the Bible or the Gita or Quran comes, where it is never saying, you pray, he will protect. There's something else. You follow the principles of leading a good dharmic life as given in the scriptures. Implement. Reading is different. Implementation is different. Acquiring knowledge is different. Experiencing is different. When you implement, then the whole aura, the whole energy you can feel inside, and you feel that you are God. It's not an exaggeration. In Vedas, there are 4 Vedic words. Aham Brahmasmi, that means I am the God. But Tattvamasi, you are also God. So it's a God's conference here going on. Nobody is listening, nobody is talking. Neither you are ignorant, nor I am intelligent. That's a myth. We need to do something. We have been sent with a temporary visa to this earth. No green card, no permanent residency, no citizenship. We have to vacate this place. I need to do something interesting. I need to be remembered even if I leave this body. That should be our motto. How many of you can remember the name of your great-great-great-grandfather? Name, at least. Great-grandfather. Some people. Good. Great-great-great-grandfather. Good. There are very few. But what happens when I leave the body? I may be hanging onto the wall for a few years, then I'll go to the attic and disappear. Is it the life I need? Well, for me, I don't need that life. I want to hang on to the hearts, from that heart to this heart to the children's heart, so that through the knowledge, to the love, to the experiences they get, I'll be remembered for quite a long time, not only by my family members, by hundreds and thousands of people. What should I do? That's where your spirituality comes. Spirituality has got a spirit, right? We are scared of spirits. Those are hanging around in the vacuum with no body to express. We are also spirits with a body to express, with a body to experience. So, right now, as a human being, I find prayer is a solution for my problems. That's fine. Nobody denies that. Prayer is also a solution for problems. But we get stopped there, then hang on to the walls, go to the attic and disappear. But if I extend my thinking process and actions beyond that, saying that prayer is my lifestyle. Prayer is not just a solution for a problem. Prayer is my lifestyle. Love is my quality. Anger is my weapon. The problem is we reverse that. Anger is a quality. Love is a weapon. If you really love me, you'll buy a gift for me on my birthday. Weapon. If they don't buy the gift, it's no love. We should lead a life, come whatever may be. Often we take excuses. Oh, the other person is behaving, in an abnormal way. Again, there is no abnormality in the world. Everything is perfect as it is. To think that there is abnormality is your abnormality. It's perfect. Tsunami is perfect. Earthquake is perfect. Only thing is, I pray to that Almighty, whoever it may be, which controls. I was talking to Lee and Niranjan in this waiting room. You look at the chair, it's static, you think. But as for physics, there's molecules going very fast. And there's a bond between the molecules. There's a force which makes that chair static. There's slight disturbance in that bond. Imagine all the chairs are flying in this hall. Can we lead a life? It's static. is static. But this dynamic entity, if it becomes static, it's called coma. The person is in coma. We don't want the dynamic entity to be a static and the static entity be dynamic. And that force which keeps this static as static and dynamic as dynamic, you call it God. That force which keeps everything in their positions, longitude, latitude. I'm born in in Chennai, in India. Have I planned to be in this longitude and latitude on this day? Have you ever planned to meet me? When so many things are happening without your planning, why then you plan? Planning is done upstairs, experience downstairs. Stop thinking. That's what you do in meditation. Meditation, also if you think about some figure of God, we Indians think, the Vishnu, Shiva. I said, no imagination. Keep the mind silent. And as per Hindu philosophy, Vedic philosophy, everything started from silence. Unfortunately, we can't bear the silence. Suppose you ask me to talk on spirituality for 25 minutes or 30 minutes. I come and keep quiet. I'm testing how many minutes you can bear me sitting like this. Expectation. Expectation is the root cause of our life. You expect the speaker to speak. But in the old scriptures, all the knowledge is transferred silently. Silence is the best teacher, they say. So, having said this, spirituality is not a separate entity or separate activity. Spirituality is a part of life. Now, how can I experience that? By the word first. Most of the time we talk and talk and talk and talk. We all have a battery power in the rishis, the seers, the saints of Himalayan masters. They know the technique of how to use the battery power efficiently, and they can live for long. When you are in anger, your nostrils will become white, eyes white, and the fumes will be coming, air will be hot. So much calories are burned, so much energy is spent, like that. So the battery power is going down rapidly, and your breathing will be like this. So, in between the words, start this for about 40 days, because 40 is a divine number in any spiritual practice as per the Vedic tradition, 40 days. Whenever you talk, give some gaps between the sentences, if possible words. But this rule doesn't apply when you go for an interview. What's your name? No, you will never get any job. So don't take it literally. I mean, in spiritual practice, normal practice, you maintain gaps between the words and sentences. What happens is, when you are speaking, often the emotion behind the word that hurts the person, not the statement. Did you realize that? The emotion behind the I hate you emotion. Same word, I hate you. Do you feel bad? I hate you. See, the same sentence I'm telling, and you're laughing. And if I frown my face and then put all my anger behind my statement, you get hurt. And And as per Newton's third law of motion, every action has got an equal and opposite reaction. If I hurt you times twice, 2, the hurt will be received by me, some point or other. This is karmic life. So this habit of giving the gap between the sentences will control your emotions. It's like a silent meditation, open eye meditation. That's what I teach my people. Don't close your eyes. Whom you are trying to avoid? Don't you think so logically? Whom you are trying to avoid? Where you are going to, imagine Kundali, Shakti rising, awakening of Kundalini, sparks, cold wave flowing, and then heat wave flowing. Somebody written in the book, and I'm copying that. I'm trying to imitate and experience that based on the books. But if open, and in my life's actions, I speak, the speech has got a quality. A spiritual person, all are spiritual person because we have spirits inside. I don't know how to define. Everybody is divine because you have God inside. Any person, when they talk, when they talk with the gaps, the mind becomes silent and the consciousness comes up. And when you speak with the consciousness, the quality of the speech is maintained. Remember, the quality is, if you want to speak a paragraph, try to reduce into a sentence. If you want to speak a sentence, try to reduce into a word. If you want to speak a word, chup, silence. Practice that. Try to reduce. The speech should be simple. Then, always, the statement should have no other emotion except love. You know what? I don't like what you do. You are differing. My grandson has taught me 5 months back a wonderful life value. He came to me and said, in India we call Tata, that grandpa. And he came to me and said, Tata, eyes wide, because he's angry. Tata, I love you, but I don't like your behavior. What a great life knowledge. He doesn't hate me. From there I learned, I differ with you on this front, but my love towards you never changes. How many people follow this principle? This is spirituality. I cannot hate a person because God is all pervading in every human being. The divine force is there. We all read. So if I eliminate this divine force under some pretext or some explanation, then I'm away from God. It's either 100% or 0%. There is no in-between spirituality. It's all broadband connection, internet. There's no dial-up connection. We all are dial-up connections. When we have a problem, dial-up, connect to the internet. No, it's a broadband connection every second. So when you speak with love. No matter, you may be hurt, but momentary hurt can be there because we are human beings. The moment we are hurt, you need to come back quickly. You know what? If you expand this time, the more time you spend in anger or hatred, you're decreasing your peace in your own life. You're not affecting the other person. Other person gone from that scene, but you will be thinking of that person and burning yourself. So speech. Quality is speak less, speak with love. And the next one is more important. Never talk bad about any person in their absence. How many people follow this principle? Better not to talk about other person, right? Who cares? This is my life. I need to talk now. If I want to talk to you, I talk about you. Why should I talk about that lady with you? When I talk about that lady, I get connected to her karmic life. And if I talk about her anger with you, I'm sorry, you don't have anger, but her anger with you, I get 10% commission from that anger. We don't need that commission anymore. We don't want that commission. It's very hard. And that too, if you don't like that person, and I talk bad about that person, you'll be, what? Tell me more. Because you like it. It's a brain game. There was a king, actually, who always listened to his own wife. Wife here is the brain, not the real wife. It's always good to listen to my wife. That's the principle I practice. So, but he wanted to know whether all the people in his kingdom follow the same way, or is there any person who can live independently without listening to the wife? He puts 2 tents. All the people who follow their wife, please occupy this tent. All the people who don't follow the wife, who don't listen to the wife, occupy this tent. But there is a saying in Sanskrit, Yadha Raja Tadha Praja. So the king, so the people. So all the people come to this tent. In the evening, late in the evening, one short guy like me, lean and was walking towards this tent. King was very happy. Oh my God, at least one person is there who cannot be controlled by his wife. And he went with the garland and said, oh great, you are the only courageous person who is coming to this. So how can you achieve this technique of not listening to this wife? He said, what? Who said I'm not listening to my wife? My wife has warned me, if we ever go to a crowded tent, I'll take care of you. Wife is Indriyas, the sensory organs. The story, the moral of this lesson is, it's very hard not to listen to the sensory organs. We need to make a constant effort to come out of this. You may be all fine in a congregation like this, but evaluate yourself once you go back to your home. Not even go back, cross that main door. Still you can maintain the divine conversations, then fine. I'm not saying talk about God always. No. When you talk, this is a quality. Love, crisp, and then not talking about others. That's one part of spirituality. Then the second one is thinking process. Nobody can say that there is a next birth. Can anybody prove? Is anybody sending SMS messages to you from the heaven? I'm happy here, waiting for you. We don't know. And nobody can prove there is a past birth also. No authentic. What is true is this birth. What I can do, if I can do something, is in this life, not in future, not in past. So spirituality by thought is thanking for what I have. How many people go to church or, meditate or pray? You don't need to go to church. You just simply meditate and think about that great divine force which makes the things happen. How many people say always, thank you. All the limbs are working. Thank you. My brain is working. Thank you for what I have. I may be having knee pain. Thank God I don't have back pain. I may be having knee pain and back pain. Thank God I don't have a brain tumor. I may be having brain tumor. Thank God I'm not in coma. I may be in coma. Thank God I don't need to think because I'm in a coma. anything is a blessing. We don't understand that we cross so many births, if at all there is a previous birth, or right in front of our eyes, we see the cockroach, we see the lizard, we see the mosquito, we see the fly. Have you ever thought, thank God, I'm not a mosquito? Why do you expect something to happen in the future? Instead, why do you thank that I'm not a mosquito? Because if I'm a mosquito, he'll be killing me like this, even though I don't bite. Many people, we have India, I don't know how here, in the mosquito there's an electrical bat, tennis racket-like thing. We just move, pata, 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 this side. And people have nice to hear the sound of dying mosquitoes. And we call ourselves divine? No way. You do this tennis play in the home and come to the prayer like this, oh my God, I want to see him. Where? I was a mosquito and you killed me. So, thank God, I'm not a mosquito. Thank God for everything I have. And there is a Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. How many people heard about this name? A saint called Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Vivekananda. How many people know Vivekananda? It's his disciple. Disciple is more powerful than the guru. So, one person came to him, I'm so poor, I don't have even slippers to wear. See, I'm barefooted. At the same time, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa shows another person who is physically handicapped, doesn't have legs also. Don't you feel that you are luckier than him? You feel that you don't have a slipper, but he doesn't have even a leg. So always, spirituality is thanking for what I have. Even your child also, in your family, if you thank mom for all you have done, you feel like doing more for him. But your child always cry, I want that, I want fat, you beat him, and never I'll give anything to you. You're not at all happy for whatever I give. Same thing if the God is there, he will be thinking. So, whenever I meditate on God, I thank for this wonderful life. And also, if you want to look back, don't go back to the past life. Go back 10 years, 20 years back in your life. And is there anything that I have done unique so that the people can remember me for a long time? If not, never too late. Start doing something. Now, always check any time I can leave, but my luggage should be packed and ready. What is the luggage? The good things I do, the friends I collect here, the friends who will cry for my departure, will think about me great. This should be packed. I am 64. My life is complete. I thank that Almighty for giving me a wonderful wife and life. And my life changed with the wife coming to a better side, of course. So, always thank. Never expect that unknown entity to always help you. If I pray, he has to come. He is not a real estate broker. He is not a educational consultant to find you a house, to get seat in Harvard University for your child. No. Don't bring him down. Do what you have to do in this life. And then supplemental energy is spiritual energy. The way you live in this life, that is spirituality, not closing the eyes and going to another world about which we know nothing. We just follow some scriptures. Trust me, if you follow this for 40 days, that's all, you'll see a different experience in life. Can anybody explain bliss? The word B-L-I-S-S. Explain. No. Bliss is not dependent on anybody. Even if you have complete pain all over the body, it'll be like this. That's bliss. The one obstruction in your future, one failure in life, like this. This is not spirituality. You be strong. Spirituality will never remove your problem. The problems will come. All you have to say, give me the strength to face any kind of problem. I know if you are with me, I can face any problem, challenge. Sri Matra.
I want to thank you for joining us today. I'm so grateful that you took your time to watch or listen to this message. If you found this message beneficial, I would ask that you go to our website, agapecsl.com. Once there, click on the donate button and experience the joy of conscious and purposeful giving. Or if you would like, text your gift by simply dialing 972-532-6976. It is through your gifts that we are able to bring this message to you in the world. I would ask that if you like this message, to please subscribe to my YouTube channel under my name, Lee Wolak. Again, I want to thank you for joining me in the Agape community as we learn how to better self-love through conscious living.